Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! So we're here today with Kingdom, chapter 431, 432, 443, 444, 435, reaction. Yes. I was hoping I could do more last time, but I couldn't, so here we are. I hope you're all having a good day. So now we had Shohei-kun entering the battle, and it was basically like, oh yeah, in his youth, Shohei-kun used to be even superior than great General Mobu. Okay, well, this guy is like born with all the talents that one could possibly have, you know, master strategian, and blessed with ordinary, you know, fighting capability. So hey, I ain't complaining. I know you ain't complaining. I know they ain't complaining. I know we ain't complaining. So let us get started, ladies and gentlemen, with chapter 431. What's the chapter called? The Turnabout Assault. The Turnabout Assault. Doesn't look that bad. Yeah, the Turnabout Assault. Okay. Not sure what that's really supposed to mean, but okay. You just see Shohei-kun. Well, he's doing the Matrix. He's... So is he like combining his wits, you know, with his tactical prowess, his physical capabilities? I don't know, but the first thing we see is the head decapitated. It wouldn't be Kingdom without decapitation. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, he's just slicing through everyone, just like On the sheaf's glaive rides the fate of the state of Shin, and you see dead bodies flying left, right, and center, and all his retainers just coming in as well. Duke, the enemy from the rear, their advance cannot be stopped. They're making a beeline right for our headquarters here. Rotate the men over to the bulk of the rear. It seems choosing to hide ourselves far to the back away from the Shin forces instead come to bite us in the arse. These men are crack troops. Don't expect to be able to stop them that easily. Hit them in the flanks to slow down their advance. Yes, sir. And he's just slashing down everybody. He's just shocked, like, huh? What's going on? Unbelievable. Hecky bro is like, what's going on here? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I would never have thought Chief Shohei-kun would be such a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield itself. If one were to be generous, one could say his martial prowess is even on the same level as Sir... He's just not interested in that, is that? It's on the same level as Sir Mobu. And at the least, it cannot be denied that his intellect is on par with Riboku. That I agree with. That I 100% agree with. The very thought gives you goosebumps, does it not? Especially if one were to imagine my Lord Shoei-kun were to have matured in Chu, the land of his birth, instead of our Shin. Ooh. Yeah. The land of Chu, where basically might is right, you know. We saw that previously with Mobu, you know, taking him on, and now you've got, you know, that he would have easily become the general, of all the army during the coalition war. You're certainly right there, Rumble. You have enemy cavalry from the right. They intend to hit us on our flank. Cut the enemy in two. Not a problem. Koryu will take care of them. Alright? What the? Yeah! Just coming in with the cavalry. The detachment that was sent to the right earlier. They came back. This was the mission given to us. It's given to the Koryu unit. And with this, the enemy has become the one with their belly chewed in twain. Oh boy, hey, you're getting outplayed right there. What? The Noka unit on our left has been wiped out in an instant. It can't be. What of the Hamway unit on the right? Has he still not arrived? Sir, he should almost be back. Nah, all of the 800 cavalry of the Hamway unit has returned. Rumble. Good. Have them charge down the right and hit the enemy left flank. Yes, sir. The Shin do not have another detachment to cover their left flank. The left, more enemies coming along the city walls, and there is a lot of them. What? So I always like this what in just the background. So this time they're after our left flank. 200 men of the Heki unit on me. We will stop the enemy here. Yes, sir. Hold, Heki. There is no need for that. Get ready to begin the... And you just see from the inside, just from the inside, not from the outside, but from the inside, people flying out. His black riders, his black with the black wings, almost like the wings of rebellion, like oh, dang. No, actually, no, that's fire, Psycho Soldier. That's that song. I was actually thinking of like That's basically what we're having here. That's basically with the wings of freedom, the wings of rebellion. A cavalry unit clothed in black just came out of the city. Those are the soldiers under the chiefs. So they were still around after all. The Hyoshiga Black Cavalry Corps. It's killing time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With this, the walls on the left and right have been completely set up. What's this? Even your time. Where did he just come from? Was he there before? I didn't see him before, but okay, everyone's here. Moki. This is a battle in which Shohei-kun is personally taking command. How could I ever forgive myself if I did not witness it with my own eyes? Ha 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 ha. Fair enough. Speaking of which, Kyoku-sensei, this is the Horai stratagem, isn't it? Surrounding envelope funda. Surrounding funda. Oh my. Oh my. Well, then it wouldn't be whole ray would be whole rai. Raigo. Yeah, it would be whole rai. Great. What's going on? Some black cavalry came out of Kanju. Aren't those the same soldiers who were guarding the front gate? Did they break out of the city in response to the chief's arrival? They've completely secured a path down the center. It must be Horai that they're going for. Obviously knows right away. He knows what his teacher is up to. General Shokaku. Why is he sweating so much? Well, no, not he. Why is she sweating so much? General Shokaku, please immediately give the order for all surrounding troops to dissolve their formations and create a wall of soldiers towards the front. What? What in the blazes are you talking about? We're right in the middle of a pitched battle and surrounded. The moment we break formation, we won't be able to last even 15 minutes. It's just as the general says. We won't need to hold out for 15 minutes. Oh. Even if our tiny force were to endure for another 15 minutes, we wouldn't achieve anything. Everything will be decided in one instant. We have no choice but to entrust everything to Chief Shohei-kun. I cannot accept this. I still have 5,000 men fighting for their lives under my command. How could I gamble all of them on a ploy that I have not the slightest understanding of? Though I may be the Hishin unit strategist, I am also one of Chief Shohei-kun's students. General Shokaku, I completely understand what you are saying. As a commander of men, you're not wrong to think that. But, right now, I beg you to please trust me on this. Please trust Shohei-kun. Alright, unless he's playing like a double game where he's like, oh no, I was actually on his side the whole time. I was just messing with you lot. That would be some shit, I have to say. But no, that's obviously, I hope, not what's going on here. Because that would be some 5D chess shit. The so-called harem stratagem involves creating walls of soldiers to the left, right and rear of an enemy commander so as to entrap them. This is followed by a surgical strike, straight down the center to take out the enemy's head. So basically like an arrow. Normally it is utilized in grand, large-scale battles, but on this occasion, my lord Shohei-kun hopes to achieve it with the small number of elite units we have available. But we do not have a wall of infantry to block off the enemy's rear, do we? There is a battle going on behind the enemy commander right now. It's not perfect, but we'll just have to treat that as one of the walls. Granted, it's not as reliable, but at least it's better than not. Huh? What are they all looking at? What are they all looking at? He's looking... Oh, don't tell me Shin is there. That would be some shit. Oh no, okay, no, they're building the wall. They're building, okay, they've all done it. They've all starting. Raise all the flags and banners we have at our disposal. There is no need to force out yourself forward. Just hold your position and maintain formation. Make sure the rear holds too. What? A wall of troops has been erected behind him. Moki and they're all looking like, oh, you got the message without even telling you. Ooh, ha ha ha. So you're over there too, Kaio 10. Foo. 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 10? The setup for Horai has been completed. There is nowhere left for you to run, Duke Jutake. With this, you're finished. Well, he wouldn't have an old beard and an old geezer's beard if he wasn't any good. But I mean, with the hype that Shoei-kun has, I don't think even being any good is of any use here. just being honest. I don't think being any good is of any use here, just to be 100% honest. Chapter 432, The Decisive Dusk. Not duck. For a second I thought that said duck, but the decisive dusk. We're breaking through the dawn of dusk. The dusk of dawn. Charge! Kill them all! They keep moving, they keep moving, they keep moving. The enemy advance can't be stopped. What are our men in the rear doing? They might only number 1,000, but our headquarters won't hold if they fit us. Haven't our reinforcements on the left and right to reach them? Our troops on the left have been blocked by the enemy detachment, while the Hanwi cavalry on the right are busy dealing with those black armoured horsemen, the horsemen of the apocalypse. And now a wall of enemy soldiers has appeared behind us too, blocking off our escape. Damn it, where did they muster the strength for that from? Duke, we should escape towards the left or right. If this keeps up for much longer, they'll be right on top of us. Just look at that battle, just look at that spread of where the soldiers are lying and everything. That looks cool. How much longer is it going to take, Kaioten? Hang in there, everyone, it's almost over. All we need to do is hold out just a little bit longer and Shoheikun's blade shall reach Duke Jutaki's throat. As the battle intensifies, the moment of climatic showdown draws near. Chapter 32, The Decisive Dusk. Now it all depends how quick they can take down Duke Jutaki. The moment is upon us, warriors of Shin. There will be no other chance to set up this trap if we fail here. This is the one and only chance of victory the gods have given us. Failure is not allowed. One shot is all we need to bring him down. Even our flesh were to tear in our bones to break. We will take Duke Jutaki's head. They're all like, yeah, let's go. Even at times like this, he's still able to inspire the soldiers to even greater heights. Duke, please escape at once. We will do our best to buy you some time. Please use it. He's not going to escape. He's one of those idiots that isn't going to escape and then dies and is like, no, why did I die? I mean, obviously that's what he's thinking. He won't be able to say that when he's dead, but yeah. Please use it to escape through the sides. As long as we can overcome this, our victory is all but assured. Wategi-sama, sir. By this point, it is far too late to try to escape. Even if I were to try, I imagine we would simply be repelled by the walls of troops and then struck in the back. The enemy should also be well aware that this is their only chance of turning this battle around. Taking into account how extraordinary those foes are, I doubt they'll be so foolish as to screw up this gambit. Duke Wateki-sama. It is the custom of the Jutaki to elect the strongest man as the king of the people, is it not? Tell me, all of you, do you doubt the strength of the current Jutaki king, the one true lord of our people? No, sir, we believe in you, sir. Duke, our lives are yours to spend, Duke Wateki-sama. Then follow me. A hope of survival does not lie to our rear. What? What's wrong, Kaioten? Yeah, he's going forward. He's advancing himself. Move! Make way! The Duke himself is taken to the field. Open up a path, Duke. The enemy comes. So he's putting his life basically on his own strength, which makes sense. But yeah. Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't think it's going to go all too well, my friend. The enemy commander is moving out. They're heading right for us. Head on! What did you say? What's sharp inside? The only method of escaping the Horai trap is to move forward, straight past the assault and through the center. If we do not manage to kill the Duke on his first pass, he will escape back into the sea of enemy soldiers behind us. Okay. Is the enemy commander confident that he can weather the clash between our two forces? It would seem the enemy is quite a courageous fellow. There's nothing but dumb courage that propels him. How kind of him to save us the time of having to chase him down. Go on. Strengthen the front. Here we go. Hooah! Smash them aside. It's literally like I feel like a jousting competition right now. Like a horse and a lance, like, and then other side like. That's basically what it feels right now. Just like two sides, just two lances just coming together to clash. Smash them! Yeah, that's actually what we're having here. Two horses, literally, and the spears and everything, just like clashing, just like. That's basically what we're having right now. With the soldiers flying left, right, and center, fly in the sky, and just moving. Die! Heki! Okay, but sir. This rebel army is nothing but a hodgepodge gathering with little holding it together. Now that Hanuki has entered Kanju, the moment I am slain, the whole thing will fall apart. Duke, when that time comes, your officers must do whatever it takes to escape from here alive. It will be your duty to pass on our stories and stoke the fires of vengeance within the future generations of the Jutaki people. Haha. And when another century has passed, Shohei-kun! And Shohei-kun is just going right for him. The blood of the Jutaki shall boil up once again. And those two are just going straight for it. Watagi-sama! I will send you to meet your ancestors, warrior of Shin. Okay, right away, Shohei-kun cuts his wrist. You know, if it's not across, it's down. Okay, so oh, he cut his whole. I thought he cut his whole arm off. This bastard, he was aiming for my arm right from the start. So whether it be brains or brawn, I am no match for him. Truly, yeah, my friend. And he just cuts his head off. That battle didn't even last 10 minutes. It lasted like 5 seconds. Like, he just came in, he's like, ha, usually you'd expect me to aim for your chest or your head, but now, while you're protecting your chest or your head, I'm gonna go straight for your arm. You're like, my arm, dead. Like, okay, son. Okay, son. This guy is supposedly on par physically with Mobu, and I can definitely see that, and he's got the wits to boot too. We're looking at he isn't on the battlefield more often. That's all I'm saying. If he was on the battlefield on a coalition war, I think a lot of things would have gone completely different. He's actually, now that I think about it, he's like the one-to-one equivalent of Riboku. Because we saw like a little bit of Riboku, just like holding his own and whatnot. So that implies that he can fight. I don't know how good of a fighter he is, of course, but he can fight. And of course, they're both equally skilled wits-wise. But yeah, Duke Jutaki's head is gone in one fell swoop. Foot, Watagi-sama! Kaioku. Duke Jutaki! Yeah, just holding the head up. Duke Jutaki, leader of the rebel forces, has just been felled at the hands of Shohei-kun, commander-in-chief of the Shin Army. Huh? Shin Army? Army? Yeah. This is the Shin Army's victory. The cries of victory ring out both within and outside of the city. And everyone's like, yeah! Yeah! We've done it. That's basically in that vein. We've done it. We've done it. Collapse of the plot. But you know who that means? Ryufui has lost. Chapter 433. Collapse of the plot. As they witness the fragmentation of the rebel army, a sense of relief begins to spread amongst those at Kanju. What's that cheering? Alright. General Shokaku, please immediately give the order for the soldiers to dissolve the wall we made earlier. Though Shohei-kun may have successfully slain the enemy commander Duke Jutaki, the difference in number between the two sides still lay overwhelmingly in favor of the rebels. Furthermore, the Shin forces' top priority was still to free the city of Kanju itself from the grasp of the rebel army. Hence, Ten swiftly gave the order to dissolve one of the walls and trapping the enemy so as to lure the confused rebel army into routing of their own will. Look! A gap has opened up! Beating the enemy into escaping before the officer can reinforce order, your reactions have become increasingly quicker. Kaio tell like, ooh, good student. Good student. Good student. I feel like Moki will almost like join his father. That would be something, wouldn't it? That would be something, wouldn't it? Because he's like the strategist. I feel like he might join, or maybe his brother, Moten. Could work. I don't know. Spread out and prod the enemy from the rear. Yes, sir. We must escape. A path is open up to our east. Everyone, retreat. Stop. Do not be misled. That just now was the enemy. Mobu's army has returned from the front. Mobu's army. Wait. We must. Mobu's army? Is that a mistranslation? Mobu's army has returned from the front. We must fall back. I mean Shohei-kun's army, right? The Kanki... Are they just spreading like misinformation right now? Is that what's happening here? Like to make them retreat, basically. Is that what's happening here? Like oh yeah, Mobu is here, Kanki is here, they're all here. Is that what's going on? Maybe that is. Maybe I just didn't understand it. The Kanki army is coming too. Escape to the east. Run for your lives against the rebel army. The Hanaki and Jutaki armies. Where is Hanaki-sama gone? Is Watagi-sama really dead? As well as the 10,000 conscripted soldiers were ultimately nothing more than a ragtag gathering. Hurry up, run for it! Due to all this, the very moment anything resembling defeat took shape. Like hell, I'm dying here. They all ran. The whole rebel army instantly dissolved into an unstoppable rout. Yeah. And he's like, shit, we're lost. But why? It still looks as if our forces outnumber the enemy. Oh no, they're coming this way. We must pull back. Head east. We must escape back to the state of I. Turn. Foot. Roaishammer, please get back on your chariot. What are you doing? No, not the east. We must go to the city of you. Smack. I promised her to meet her there. I'll be waiting for you, Roai. I promised that I would take Kanju, and I would then meet her in Yo. I promised Her Highness, the Queen Mother. Yeah, so much for that. Your Highness! They're all retreating inside Kanju, sir. We've received word that our forces outside are retreating. Hanaki-sama, we should also head back, but the wings of rebellion, I hear. Curse that Shoei-kun. To think that he even fought as far as to assign his elite black cavalry to safeguard the crown prince. And now our forces outside have been defeated as well. Truly a veritable mountain of miscalculation on our part. It will seem my chance of rising up to a better station has gone up in smokes. We're pulling out. Send word. We should have pulled out sooner, then you wouldn't have that problem, child. We're pulling out. Send word to Ruki and his men too. Yes, sir. The city has been saved. Everyone is saved. Kaioten, he's gotta get props there. He's gotta get that props. Like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, Kaioten, you've surely grown up. Like, oh, yeah, look at you. Shogun-kun, what about Sei's Cone of Age ceremony? What happened? Shogun-kun, no need to worry. We had to rush through a few parts, but it was successfully carried out from the start to end. Then does that mean, with Kanju now out of danger as well, we will be able to trace the rebellion back to Ryufui? That is to say, Ryufui's fall from grace is all but... Why do I feel like he's gonna get... I don't know why, but I feel like he's gonna get away for some reason. That is to say, Ryufui's fall from grace is all but assured. Do you mind if I ask you one question, Shoei-kun? Why did you betray them? I'm assuming that's going to be his question. Why did you decide to betray... Yeah, of course. Why did you decide to betray Ryufui? Honestly speaking, if it weren't for your cryptic message tipping off 10 a while back, Sei would be finished right about now. I also consider myself to be a man who dreams of the unification of China. Ooh, oh my. What? And it is my belief that the current king of Shin is a man capable of making the dream a reality. He drank the Kool-Aid, he's in the team. That's all you need to know. He drank the Kool-Aid, he's in the team. He's part of the group, he's part of the squad. There you go. The ones who were fretting the most were us, his vassals. Kyoku. But still, our Lord Shoei-kun was willing to risk everything he's achieved thus far so as to be able to serve under his majesty. Heh, true enough. You've seriously saved our asses this time around. Speaking for the Shin King, Sei, you have a thanks, sir. You're speaking for him, oh my. Well, not that I really felt an enemy vibe coming from you anymore since the whole Sai thing though. Looking forward to working with you from that. Like, he's speaking as if he's like his equal, like, yo bro, good job, fam. Cool bro, cool story bro, like, cool story bro, like, yeah, you're the man. You're on my same level bro. We're in reality, like, he's like 10 steps above you, but yeah. You're a man. That's basically it. Wait, why are you the one representing... That's what I'm saying. Why are you... Who do you think you are? Looking forward. Anyway, what about the rebels that got away? Are we just gonna let them run all the way back to Ai? He changed the topic fast. We have recalled Kanki's army from the Zhao front. Oh, so it was actually... We expect him to engage and wipe them out. Kanki, sneaky. I mean, that's just, I see, then, hew. Shomakun, what is it? Let's hear it from your mouth. Now that Sei has been officially crowned and Ryufui getting locked up is just a matter of time, what does it all mean? This is His Majesty's victory. I'm afraid I was not taught anything in Kanton. I shall be counting on your guidance, Shoei-kun. This is, ever since His Majesty first ascended the throne, this 9-year-long struggle against Ryufui has at long last ended in His Majesty's complete victory, sob. My lord! Yes! It's all good, but I have a feeling it's not gonna go well. And I don't know why, because Ryufui, he seemed like that dude that just has like 10 plans up his sleeve and just like calculates everything, like almost like what Shoei-kun would be like. So that's why I can't 100% say with confidence that, yeah, this is over. I just can't say that with absolute confidence. I just don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking things, and hopefully this is actually the complete victory here. But again, I'm just not having a good feeling here. Having entrusted their fate to the heavens, the city of Yu sits enveloped in the silent night, the star of the defeat. Rui. That appears to be one of Ruifui's messenger. Make way! I bring urgent news from Kanji. Here he comes, you're right. Make way. Chancellor of the state, I bring word concerning the result of the Battle of Kanji. Pay no heed. Speak, sir. The state of Ai's rebellion has ended in failure. Kanji remains... Look how calm he still is. Kanji remains standing. The rebel forces have been routed and are currently withdrawing to the north. Still the same... He's still got the same expression. How? 1 second. Let me just go up for a second. No. See, I previously thought that the old dude from Ryufui, because he was clutching his heart. That's what it felt like. His eyes are still closed, but like he has a shocked expression going on. In that one panel where like the exclamation mark is, so I'm assuming he's still alive. He just has his eyes closed. That's just how he looks, I guess. Are you absolutely certain of this? Yes, sir. Without any doubt. Say-sama! Your Majesty. News from the battle at Kanju. We've already heard the conclusion. What of Kanju itself? Sire, the rebels managed to enter the city itself. What? Both the civilians and the buildings have come under attack from the rebels. Furthermore, enemy troops have invaded the royal palace in Karam. They made it into the harem. However, the Crown Prince Fususama and Princess Rei-sama are safe and sound together with their respective mothers. Of this we can be completely certain. I see. Oi. Just grabs him. What of Roai? The Queen, mother? What about Roai? Where is he right now? Roai, the leader of the rebellion. There haven't been any reports of him being slain. It's highly probable that he is retreating north with the rest of the rebel army. Just squeezes him. Forgive me. Foot. Cough, cough. And she's on it. First time she shows emotion. She's on her knees like... I don't know whether Asa is gonna like spare Roai because for her. I don't might be just because she is actually showing emotion for like the first time in a long time. I'd never have thought you would show this side of yourself. Your Majesty, let us do away with discussing the results for now. It would seem my little match has finally come to its conclusion. So it would seem. I see. So it is I that has lost. Yes. The coin has lost. Or should I say, it is I that has been completely defeated. Several days later, the rebel army, which had been mid-retreat, passed through Kankaku Pass. There they encountered the Kanki army and were utterly desolate. Just look at the wild forces. Scrape out his eye and cut off all his limbs. Oh no. Oh, they got Roai. No can do, boss. That's the one thing the chief specifically stated we can't do. Gotta have a living witness and all. As for Roai, he was captured alive and sent to Kanju, where he would once again reunite with the queen. You were that close. Imagine being like that close, like achieving everything that you wanted, like being that close, and then it just in the last second just all going wrong. That's how it is. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Life can be cruel sometimes, but hey, you gotta pay the price for your deeds. Such is the fate of a man who chose to shoulder infamy, all for the sake of fulfilling the promise he made to his beloved. Chapter 435, the Coup's finale. Just straight away, you're just having the first. Why is the first thing that we see literally just that? I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But like, why is that the first thing that we see? Like. Hi. Those idiots from I actually failed. Like, hello? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shinchu border of Gento. Boom, boom, boom. Karen army versus the combined Mobu army. Rokuomi army. Gakuka unit, Gyokoho unit, and others. And just when I was about to seriously give Mobu darling little boy a good spanking too, Koyoku seemed to be pulling out. What What the hell for? It's not like we're losing or anything. The messenger said something about our paymasters being defeated. Ha! Either way, we're withdrawing from here. Oh, yeah. Ryufui actually lost. The scene with the coin should have given it away that, yeah, he actually lost. He's actually lost. I think he's gonna die. I think he's actually gonna get right now. Then, either way, we're withdrawing from here. The hell is that huge-ass woman playing at? They're falling back. The Chu forces are falling back. Looks like I and Chu had a deal going on after all. Yeah, no doubt about it. Not only did Chu's invasion coincide with Ai's declaration of independence, with this withdrawal, it's pretty much confirmed. Hang on a second. Are you seriously claiming that Chu would actually march their armies, all for the sake of some pissant little state of Ai? True. It does seem to be overdoing it slightly. Not so. That is simply just how important this entire affair was. In fact, the very failure of this revolt might have led to some earth-shattering changes in some place that we are not aware of. How right you are, Moten. How right you are. You refer to Ryufui? What? Ah, and it is they who have been defeated, Ohon. The state of Shin is about to enter a brand new era. It's about to enter a brand new era, the Coup's finale. Kanju. Roai's head is just there. He's gonna spill the beans. After being transferred to Kanju, Roai fully confessed to all that had transpired to him thus far. Even the fact that he was originally smuggled into the harem as a fake eunuch under Ryufui's directive, everything was laid bare by Roai. Or at least, everything except for one certain aspect of the rebellion, and that was, Roai claimed that the forgery of the royal seal, the subsequent theft of the queen's seal, and the usage of it to raise an army for revolt was all a plan that he had devised. In essence, Roai firmly maintained that the entire coup had nothing to do with the Queen Mother, and that he himself was responsible for everything that occurred. And so it was that Roai was judged guilty. Oh, he's getting quartered. He's getting quartered. A limb on each hand and the horse is off. Roai was judged guilty of committing the most heinous of all crimes in Shin's law, and was to be executed by being pulled apart by teams of horses. Enough of this farce, the Queen Mother. What? The Queen Mother? Your Highness. Guards! How did she get here? That man is an incompetent buffoon with not even... Oh, she's gonna take his place, isn't she? With not even a speck of talent. Nor does he harbour any wild ambition. He is a wholly insignificant little man. I'm sure every single one of you knows extremely well that it is absolutely inconceivable for a man like him to have orchestrated this rebellion. Of course it was all done by me. I was the one behind it all. If you're going to have Roai torn apart by horses, then you should first have me changed to those beasts. Your Highness, why don't you just try it, say? That cannot be done. It is Roai who has been declared guilty of acting as the leader of the rebellion, not yourself, Mother. He's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm letting him live just because you like him. No, none of that nonsense. It's like, no, we're killing him. That's the kind of punishment that he deserves for all that's happened. Why you say? Please get back. Are you going to kill them too? Even those two, the two children that I had with Roai. Are you taking them away from me too? What? Huh? What did she just say? Say. So as to prevent any further occurrences of these rebellions, I'm obligated to thoroughly extinguish any sparks that may grow to become a threat to our state in the future. She's the first time she's shown any humbleness. She is like on the floor crying, Beaky. There she is. Even Aisei is shocked. Aisei is like, what? But now she is fully on the ground, just being like, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. And Ryufui sees it too, his old flame. The two that basically started it all. The Coup's finale, ladies and gentlemen. The Coup's finale. that was the final chapter for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I really enjoyed this. I mean, Shoei-kun just basically came in here and wrecked shit, basically. That's basically what happened in a nutshell, right? He came in here and wrecked shit, so that was great. I also really like seeing her vulnerable for the first, like, really vulnerable for the first time, because she's always been like this, how can I say it without being rude? Screw it. She's always been this stuck-up bee, alright? The stuck-up bee. A bee. But bumblebee, alright? Stuck-up bumblebee. She's been that way the whole time, but now she's actually, like, she's truly vulnerable, and she's now prostrating, being like, please, if you can't save my husband, if you can't save my lover, Rowai, at least please save the children. And I don't know whether he will. I think he should kill them, in all honesty. It sounds cruel that children, they don't have anything to do with it, but you know, we all know history, alright? I mean, even then, they all know history too. We all know history. Once there is some form of bloodline left, there's always going to be rebellion. There's always going to be an uprising. There's always a possibility of that. So you have to deal with it. And honestly, that, like, if you don't take care of those two, it's gonna, you know, in the future it might lead to a rebellion that will be larger than life, and you know, multiple people, wars will start, multiple people might die. So I truly do think that, like, it is probably for the best, unless there is some way that, like, they can swear that they won't, that they'll forever be loyal to him, or something along those. I don't know. All right, I'm just speculating. Yeah, I'm just speculating here. But that's my guess, ladies and gentlemen. That's my guess, and that was these 5 chapters. Again, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. True conclusion. I mean, this chapter was called the Coup's finale. I'm looking forward to the actual Coup's finale here, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I'll see you all, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.